What's good? We back. It's the Box Click and more. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to the YTBC. We back on that boxing grind. Told you guys we are going to talk about Sadam Ali and Terence Crawford. A lot of people saying that they believe Sadam Ali should drop down to 147. And I think the fight that can happen for him is with Terence Crawford, because now if Bob Arum, top rank, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy, can now negotiate a fight with Jorge Linares and Sadam, let's say they do that. You know, Sadam Ali, truly wanted to get in where he fit in at 147 pounds. Obviously, Oscar and Al Haymon did make Chavez Jr. and Canelo Alvarez. So, if Oscar really wanted, Sadam Ali to face Keith Thurman or Earl Spence, which, Sadam Ali would be a good comeback fight for Keith Thurman. Because he got a lot of buzz, but obviously it looked like Sadam Ali may want to keep his belt at 54, fight Lyman Smith, and face Kell Brook eventually, or Amir Khan, however that falls. But I think, let's say hypothetically, he wanted to drop back down to 147. I think it give him a fight or two. He should already be ranked in the WBO, or, he could request to be ranked back in the WBO, because he's already had the title before and he's working his way back up. I think the fight for him would be Terence Crawford. Obviously, I don't believe that Terence Crawford is going to be working with PBC fighters for reasons I already gave last night and several other occasions. I did videos, live streams, and all the other stuff on that as well. I believe that, Golden Boy and, Bob Arum, since they negotiating the fight with Linares and Lomachenko, Ali can come back down to, 47. He could be champion and at 154 still, and request, to fight Terence Crawford at 147. Let's say he defends his 154-pound belt, versus Lyman Smith. That's who he rumored to face. That's supposed to be his mandatory. Let's say he does that, you know what I'm saying? And then, Terence Crawford beats Jeff Horn. And, maybe Pacquiao still don't want to face, Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, Jose Benavidez, what he got into it with him last night at the weigh-ins in Corpus Christi, Texas. He just coming back off a gunshot wound. They said he'll never be able to fight again. He worked his way back up. Jose Benavidez is the older brother of David Benavidez, 168-pound WBC world champion. I think Jose is 25 and David is 20. So, I think they're out of Phoenix, Arizona, out the Arizona area. But Mexican, heritage as well. But, let's say, he's not ready. And, Crawford needs a solid fight coming off of a Jeff Horn win, hypothetically. Sadam Ali should go back down to 147. I don't think it'd be a struggle for him to make it. And I think the way that, his career, he showed good puncher power. And I think the way that he progressed versus Cotto, kind of sitting on his shots and working with Curtis Stevens and working with bigger punchers, I think he'd be a formidable foe for Crawford at 47. He's really a good puncher. A good puncher. I think he's an underrated puncher. He knocked out Carlos Abregu. Jesse Vargas, he just moved too much for Jesse Vargas, man. That was a learning experience for him. He tired himself out, and Vargas caught up with him and made him quit. Well, knocked him out. I ain't gonna say make him quit. Well, knocked him out. But I think if he fought with Cotto, sitting down his punches more, and he continued to sit down and just do enough movement and a little bit more upper body movement, which he's the athlete to do it. He'll get make a formidable foe for Crawford. Especially he's a good puncher, so Crawford can prove that he can take a punch at 47, coming off the Jeff Horn fight. And people saying that, he's fighting Jeff Horn, he's fighting a big puncher. I don't see Jeff Horn as a big puncher. He's an okay puncher. I don't see him as a Earl Spence, Keith Thurman type of puncher. I think he might be on the same level with Sean Porter as a puncher, maybe a step above him. But I think Sadam Ali is a better puncher, explosive puncher than Jeff Horn at 47. And probably if Jeff Horn moved to 54, he probably would be, if Sadam Ali sat on his punches. And I think him and Crawford will be a good fight for Crawford while he waits for, PBC to materialize for his career and fight some of those guys. I think that'd be a good fight, while he wait on Pacquiao or, whatever you waiting on. I think that's a good fight for him, I think him and Ali got a lot of skill, a lot of speed, a lot of power. Crawford got a lot of speed, a lot of skill. See what he got at 47 as far as power. I think that's a fight that need to be talked about. I think it's a fight that need to be thought about. And if Sadam Ali is seriously moving down to 47, that's the fight that you want. That's the fight that you want to get at. You want to get a guy that's coming up, pound for pound number one. You want your move back down to 47 to be, you want the risk to match the reward to be higher than the risk, or be on the same level as it. And I think for Ali, that'd be the case versus Terence Crawford. Now, Terence Crawford hasn't fought a guy, in my opinion, that's as potential talented as Sadam Ali. I know people say Postal was a good fighter, but I think the talent Sadam Ali had may be the potential for it maybe a little bit higher than postal ceiling. And, you know, do we expect Bud to beat him? Yeah, probably so. But Sadam Ali, he got a lot of fanfare. It happened in New York City. He already a legend there. And if he truly doesn't, you know, fight Lima Smith and he barely beats Lima Smith, or he come out unscathed, a draw, whatever it may be, he don't real feel comfortable at 54. Why not come down to 147 and make a fight with Terence Crawford? I think that makes sense. I think a lot of you guys agree with me. That makes sense for him. You know, if you want to come back down to 47, you want to fight a champion. Once he beat Jeff Horn, or if he beats Jeff Horn, you know, Sadam Ali, Terence Crawford is starting to make a little bit more sense to me. You know, especially for Bob Arum. You know, why you trying to buy some time, trying to, you know, for the PBC fights and to keep Thurman, Earl Spence, while that materialized, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Why don't you come to an ESPN brethren? And Sadam Ali was fought on ESPN before. Easy fight to make. He ain't gonna command a lot of money. He gonna command good money, but he gonna command the money that Earl Spence, Keith Thurman commands. Come on ESPN, and it's a fight that people want to see. People, you know, Sadam Ali got a little buzz for beating Cotto. Crawford, Sadam Ali, I think that's a good fight in my opinion. That's an excellent fight, and I think that's a fight that should happen if Ali, you know, wants to come back down to 47. TBC, we gone.